All right, guys, it is time for the next hired request list, the 2018 spring hired request list. I know it's not quite spring, but close enough. I want to call it that rather than winter. But here are the instructions for it. Those of you who are new to this process, and I just have to tell you, I've really loved doing the hired request list. Everybody always asks me, how do you decide what goes on the site? But I don't decide. You guys do. What my patrons and those that support me, you guys decide what goes on the site, and I love that I get to learn a lot of music that I never would have learned otherwise. A lot of hidden treasures and gems, live versions, that type of thing. Very fun. And I want to tell you, I'm adding a category this time. I'm going to also do a category 5, which is going to be sheet music. If you have sheet music to something, I can also teach you that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Here's the process to get on the hired request list, and you have until February the 15th to get on the list, okay? This is what you do. This is the easiest way, I think. Find a YouTube link, because you can pretty much find anything on YouTube, right? Music-wise. Find your links of what you want me to transcribe for you and teach in lesson form. Find those videos on YouTube. Send those links to me at easypianolessons@yahoo.com. There's my email address that I've had for, I guess, the past 12 years for you guys. Find all the links you want. You may just have one hired request. You may have 10. Some people have 10 or more. Also, wanted to mention there'll be a special deal for premium patrons. If you spend $1,000 or more on your hired request, you'll get some perks. I'll get to those as well. A lot of good perks with that. Deal. So pick out the arrangement you want. If you just have an album version you want, you can find that on YouTube. If you have someone playing a cover of that, that'll be fine. Whatever it is that you want, I can teach you. Never ran into something I wasn't able to teach yet, even if it's a piece that or a song that doesn't have any piano in it. I love doing those as well. After you do that, okay, well, you have to decide what you're going to bid on it. I do a bidding process. I can't take every request. There's just too many, okay? So I just have a bidding process that seems to work pretty well. And if you bid high enough, you're sure to get on the list, because I got, 6 mouths to feed and a mortgage and everything like everybody else. But here are the categories that you'll decide for your bids. We'll get to that in a minute. But you're going to bid on each lesson series that you want from me, okay? Then after you do that, if you send that to me and we agree on the price to get on the hired request list, I'll send you an invoice to pay. And it's pretty easy. I use PayPal for that, but just remember, you don't have to have a PayPal to do that. You can use just a card, even because it says PayPal doesn't mean you have to have PayPal. You can use your PayPal account to pay, but you can just use a credit card. PayPal will just be the merchant for it, okay? So I'll send you an invoice that'll be easy to pay. And then I'll post the list on February the 15th. It's like January the 22nd or something today like that, 2018. So you have that long to get on the list, and I'll start posting lessons in March. I tend to just lock myself in the camper and work on transcribing a bunch of music requests and then recording videos, have a week or two where I record videos. So I'll start posting those lessons in March. Now, here's how you decide how much to bid on your requests. And please follow this category. Sometimes people bid solo, I don't even respond. They've got to at least be in here to get on the list. And of course, the higher you bid, the more likely you are to get on the list. But category 1, that's just a simple chord pattern accompaniment with no solos. So it's just like, well, I don't have my piano turned on, but just dun, dun, or a broken chord pattern, something like that that's kind of chord based. Those will range from $100 to $150, okay, when you bid on that. So again, if you bid at the high end of it, more likely to get on the list. Category 2 is an advanced accompaniment. So it's not just plunk plunk chords. It's a more advanced accompaniment, maybe some blues stuff in there, but it's not just a simple thing, okay? With maybe a short solo. Solos take a while to work out. So if your request has a really long solo, it's going to be a lot more money if I have to work all of that out, okay? If it's a short solo, that's okay. Occasional little licks, or it says, or easy piano solo arrangement. That means it's got melody in the right hand, and it's an easy thing of that nature. a piano cover. Okay, a lot of you like me to do covers. And if it's a piano cover, it is definitely in this category, not this one. Okay, so it's a cover. Don't bid in that category. You got to be up here, 150 to 300, depending on the difficulty. Okay, category 3, we get to a really complex, so not just advanced accompaniment, but a complex accompaniment with longer solos, longer duration. Okay, if you give me something that's fairly, okay, but it's 10 minutes long, okay, that's going to be more than if it was just a 3-minute song. Okay, so take that into account, how long it is. Or a medium piano solo arrangement of longer duration. So if you have a piano cover that's kind of the medium level and it's longer, more minutes, 300 to 500. And also there's some people that say, oh, why is it so much money? Well, I'm a professional, first of all, and I think professionals deserve to be paid what they're worth, and because not many people can do what I do. That's why people hire me to do this when there are thousands of free lessons, probably millions of free lessons on YouTube. People still come to my lessons because I'm accurate, and maybe I know something about teaching. So that I think the price is appropriate to the work I put in and my skill level. So 300 to 500 for that category 3. Category 4 is very advanced. Okay, I used to call this the beast category, virtuosic, like a James Booker piano thing. That's just out of this world. It's going to take me days and days to transcribe and to learn and finally teach. Long duration piano solo arrangement. So if it's something that's really really tough, and that can really vary. It can be from 500 to 1,000. Sometimes it can even be 2,000, depending on how long I have to spend on it. If it takes me a couple of weeks, to just transcribe it and then I got to teach it. That's why the price goes up there, because I try to be very accurate on my transcription. I don't just kind of hear what's going on and kind of give you what's going on. I try to do exactly what's in the YouTube link that you give me. And by the way, if there's not a YouTube link, you can send me an MP3. Or if there's another video sharing website that has it, just as long as you get it to me. But YouTube links are easy for me to find and to store away. So category 5, it's a new category, sheet music. That's going to vary widely. If you have, especially something that is classical music, that's going to be more expensive than, something that's, just a 2-page or something that you have. But you have to have the sheet music. You can't expect me to find it. Okay, if you have it already, then that'll be fine. You can send it to me. You can scan it, or if you already have it in digital form, you can send it to me. But I will teach you things with sheet music. Now, if that's what you desire, the price will vary on that, just because there's so many variables in there on what, how many, what my time is going to be on that. So just email me and we'll talk about it. Have the sheet music there. Send it to me so I can take a look at it. So that's category 5. There. Okay, so stay within the categories, bid high if you really want to get on the list. Not everybody will make the list, but I try to get as many as I can. Now, the special perks, I call these premium patrons. And if you spend $1,000 or more on hired requests, and there are people that do, and yeah, if you do that, and that means you can have one piece that's 1,000, or you can have 10 easier ones that are, just as long as it equals $1,000 or more. Okay, now you can't, you can't, it still has to be within the categories I listed to make that $1,000. Okay, you can't do, 2 category 4s and just bid $1,000, because it's gotta be in the categories. You get 2 of these things here. One is the free lifetime memberships for webpianoteacher.com and SeanCheek.com. I have to tell you, I've never had anybody in 12 years regret getting the lifetime membership, because I have so much material, so many thousands of lessons that you probably wouldn't use them all if you continued playing the rest of your life, because I've done this so much for so many years. But not only that, but SeanCheek.com as well. That's my sight reading site. So if you got kids or somebody you want to learn to read music, that's a family member or a friend or something, SeanCheek.com, that is included. That's my sight reading site where I just teach you the skill of reading music. Has nothing to do with webpianoteacher.com. But if you're a premium patron, you get lifetime memberships to both websites. All right, normally a lifetime membership to SeanCheek.com is just as expensive as web piano teacher. But the second perk you get is you get all the sheets, because since I've started writing on the iPad digital copies, oh, it's been so wonderful. I wish I'd had it when I first started. But you get all the sheets for this 2018 lesson I'm about to do that I don't even know what's going to be on it, but it's always good stuff because you guys pick very good songs. You get all those sheets for free. I will send them all to you after I'm done. You might have to remind me at that point, but I'll send them to you for free. And so you get all the sheets for that. For everything. So, and normally the sheets are $5 a piece, so that's a pretty good deal when I have 80 to 100 hired requests for this year's list. So there you go. And again, my email address is easypianolessons@yahoo.com. Don't just send me links, send me your bids too, okay? The links with the bids. And yeah, any questions as well, just send me an email, Easy Piano Lessons. Looking forward to the list, guys. It's been great. And I look forward to what's coming up. I'm really pumped about it. I'm not just saying that. I really am, because I love music, and I can't believe that I get to do this every day for a job. So start sending them to me. I'm ready to go. Talk to you later.